My wife and I were at a dinner party, and the people we were talking to love to go camping. It's one of their favorite things to do as a couple, as a family, to just go out with no ESPN, no hot water, and just set up a tent and lay on the hard floor with their sleeping bags. To them, that's a great time. Then this husband turned to me and said, "Do you like to camp?" My wife laughed and said, "No, Tim's not really that hardy when it comes to things like that." And I gotta tell you, it just sort of bothered me. And the fact that it bothered me, even though it's absolutely true what my wife said, to me, my idea of roughing it is staying in a hotel that doesn't have cable. That's my idea of roughing it. So what she said was technically true, but that's not where my hurt feelings came from. Communication theorists have identified two forms of communication, not just one. There is the content level of our communication, right? Those are the facts, the words that we use. And so on the content level, what my wife said was absolutely true. I'm not a camper, and I never claimed to be. It was on the relational level that my feelings got hurt. See, the relational level is made up of three different areas. It's the amount of respect between two individuals, it is the amount of compassion between two individuals, and the amount of trust between two individuals. So my nose got out of whack a little bit because I perceived that it was disrespectful that my wife said he's not a camper because of this weird idea of masculinity, that a true man runs out into the woods with nothing more than a fishing pole and a sleeping bag. That's just not me. But I perceived that it was disrespectful. My wife didn't intend it that way, but that's how I perceived it. That's a great principle to remember when you have conversations with your spouse. There's two levels. It may be the content. You may think, well, I'm sorry. What I just said to you is absolutely true. There was nothing untrue about what I said. But it doesn't matter if the relational somehow got tripped up. You see, people won't hear your content until they get past the relational level. And by the way, this is very scriptural. We see Paul saying, I want you to speak the truth in love. Truth, that's the content, but the relational is love. Peter says, I want you to be ready to give a defense for everything you believe. That's content, but do it with all gentleness and respect. So, a classic principle of communication, if you mess up the relational, people won't care about your content.